now we're okay. We're almost live, I think. All right, we're live. Welcome back, everyone. That's right. You thought we were going to have a long extended break for 30 minutes to wait for the team to get ready or bring the finals forward. No, you're wrong. We thought we'd bring in some losers to ask questions about their emotions and their mental state after losing their game. We have Crayon, also known as Longboy, and Hildreth, also known as Hildreth in Discord with us. How do you feel, losers?
Pretty crushed.
Yeah, same.
Crushed and defeated.
Yeah, I have a utility bill due at the end of the month, and I needed that €60 to pay it.
What
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Is it? What utility is it?
Gas and electric.
Gas and
serious.
electric.
Yeah.
So is it just €60 or is it £60 or how much is your utility bill for the end of the month?
Oh, it's like £54. But
that's pretty cheap. Is it a monthly one or is it a 3-monthly one?
This is already a great interview.
I mean, we get
a monthly one.
Professional from the get-go.
I get a 3-monthly bill, so it's like I think it's 3 months, or I think it's 3 months. So it's normally pretty fat, but it's only 3 months, so it's nothing to worry about really.
I'm gonna have to get some more money on the credit cards to fund my TF2 career.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate. It's not going well.
But thanks to SGNtrading.eu, Demos.TF, and Twitch.tv for sponsoring the tournament and allowing these malnourished and poverty-stricken gamers to afford just a fraction of their utility bill. You can now say you're a professional gamer.
What do you plan on doing with your €10 that you've each won?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
Well, I'm currently ordering some food, so I'm probably going to use that, I suppose.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
I'm going to invest it because of Brexit. I feel like the pound's going to get weaker against the euro, so it could, €10. I think it's like something like, I don't know, £87 at the moment.
You could invest it in Bitcoin, BitConnect. Am I right, guys? Woo!
Yeah, so if I wait a few years, I think I might get, £9-10 out of this. Wait, no, I've got it the wrong way around. I'm fucked.
Yeah, big drop, wouldn't it? Oh, careful with the language, my friend.
I'm gonna move to a European country so I can get more value for it, I think.
Yeah, if you were investing it in the pound, it will probably be devalued in 10 years' time. It'll probably be worth less.
I have faith in our market. Okay.
In 10 years, that £10 would be worth exactly one bag of wheat.
Wow.
Feed me for a month.
Or corn. No, it's a small bag. It's like 100 grams.
Delicious.
Yeah. Or just some oats and muesli as we plummet into darkness. So, considering you guys lost, how was the atmosphere when you guys were losing?
My team, we were feeling pretty good going into it. We won. Oh no, we didn't win. We lost the first match 1-0. Yeah, I know. We lost the first map 1-0. Feeling pretty good for the next map, and then we just got rolled. So in Mumble, we were feeling good, and then we kind of just gave up halfway through the second map.
Were you feeling sad because you were losing?
Yeah, I was very sad. I'm currently very sad still.
It's upsetting. The horrors of esports, everybody. It's not always dreams and rainbows. This is the reality of the loser's life. These guys know all about it because it's all they do is lose. Do you guys ever think that you're going to win at one point or another in the future? Or do you just have your sights set on losing?
I do feel we could ask the same of War. If I recall War's last LAN performance with, was it Epsilon? Was that one of the I-Series LAN? That was a catastrophic. Yeah, that was Oh, right. When was that? What was it? I-52 as well? Didn't you play with them? With Epsilon?
Yeah.
His demo? Yeah. That I forgot about the TLR performance. Again, that must have been a loss as well.
Yeah,
guess,
but I won,
then my
I
team
won a
just
few
lost.
ETF12 seasons, that's
doesn't really mean
that's
much.
two more than these nerds.
When was that? I don't remember that. Don't think I was alive.
Yeah, he probably weren't. To be honest, it was like 3 years ago.
It was like Ubersexuals, wasn't it?
Ubersexuals and Epsilon.
Oh, was
Who
that season
did you play
19?
in the final?
Again with Epsilon, it was Insomniacs, the one with Cadus and Knutson and Stark and Merlin. Zebasai, who's now made it big, playing another game.
What game?
It's just a similar game.
I think it's something to do with Counter-Strike. Like, I think there's something in Counter-Strike
Yeah,
called...
it's called
A mod.
Overstrike.
Is it a mod?
It's Overstrike or something like that.
Oh, sure.
Paladins or something.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I beat them, and then I lost to the greatest TF2 gamer to ever bless this game. God praise Banny. So it's just a natural cycle, though. It's something that happens.
Yeah. How many? I mean, I lost to Banny at LAN as well, Sweelan. How many times did you beat him though?
Who, Banny?
Yeah.
In life, I always beat him because I'm not someone that has to play TF2 full time. But in reality and in game, I have not lost to Banny in the group stages of a tournament.
Nice.
That's fair.
So you didn't play him in the group stage of a tournament?
No, we did. I played against his team at I-52 in the group stages, and we went undefeated as Epsilon. We beat them Badlands, took it to a golden cap, and I got an amazing crit sticky on Shade, which turned the game around, and he dropped. And then against TLR, we tied against them in the group stages.
Man, I need to find these demos and analyze them to improve my gameplay.
You should. It was a time when TF2 was at its highest point, and
with Knutson as Roma.
Well, I was in the best team, obviously, and there was obviously going to be that second tier EU team that were going to be really bad, and that's the one that Knutson was in with Cadus and some other gamers. I played against Clockwork, who's also featured in another game now, and Seagull as well, who's also featured in another game. So
Clockwork's
I played against
a very good gamer.
I played against all of the good gamers, which is what's better than said for you guys. I mean, let's be honest. You've lost to a team that has Thalash playing in it.
How did our PCW go the other day, War?
Which one? Sorry, the game where you're playing against a Div 2 team.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to brag that out. Look how good we are because we beat a Div 2 team.
We're such losers.
I was off-classing.
All right, let's do a little log check, I think.
Yeah,
that's not part. Excuse me, I'm the interviewer here, so you don't dictate what happens of this interview.
You guys were winning on Sunshine, then you left. It felt really bad.
Yeah, because we were late. We had to play on our other game, which I don't know what happened, if we won or lost that. But anyway, what's important is this interview, and the next question I have is coming back into my mind shortly. Who's going to win the final? There we go. It's Ascent versus Se7en.
Probably
Obviously,
Se7en.
you guys can't because you've lost and you're out, but who's going to win and why?
Whoa. Se7en is probably going to win.
Why?
Because they've been practicing for longer, they've been playing together longer, they've got a star-studded roster.
Yeah.
And
and they beat me, so.
Hildriff, what do you think?
Well, Se7en?
Why?
Because they're better.
Well, I think the people that are going to win are going to be the viewers.
They're
going to be treated to some fantastic top high tier Team Fortress 2. So we're all winners here, apart from you guys because you lost. So I get to be in the final, and I'm not even playing. And I get paid for doing this, so...
Yeah, I get paid to play TF2.
Mate, I just won €10 for playing the tournament all weekend.
Well, I get paid for casting it, mate, so You know,
I'm gonna ask Wolf if that's true.
it's
Kermit, are you
there's
getting
no
paid?
need.
I think I've got a few questions as well then for Wolf if what War is saying is true.
There is no need to ask him any
I'm
questions.
sure that maybe Onkaya might deserve the money if he's streaming this.
Of course not, because he just goes live and doesn't tell us. You know, we'll be talking about something, and then you just hear this person like who's about 10 feet away from his microphone and in another room just go, "You're live." Like, whilst we're like talking about something. So he deserves nothing. He deserves to be fined for the embarrassment and the shame that he's put us through. I don't know what we were talking about, but it was abrupt. I was not ready.
We're just talking about who's going to win.
Yeah. So
is there any reason why Ascent would win?
Because they're good. They have fun.
Pipes, maybe.
Yeah, they have funds. They have Credu. They also have Chris. And
Chris has been playing really well, but they need Josh to return in the final.
I don't know. I think Ombrak's doing very well as medic as well. They're playing really well. Did they play against you guys? I can't remember. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were playing really well. I mean, you guys were pretty bad.
Beating the team that hasn't been practicing TF2 with a 500 ping.
That's a classic.
Pocket.
Oh my god! Not even trying.
That excuse in my TF2 loss exclusive, lost excuses, but it's filled with loads of pages like we weren't practicing or it was lagging. I got 4 choke to the server. Or there was an eyelash in my eye. I've heard them all. It doesn't work here. You lost because you suck.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle without Josh. That's what I'm feeling, because they have Eskimo, and I don't think Josh comes back. I think he works weekend.
Eskimo is a bit of a downgrade. They need their best roster. They need their best roster to
So
win.
If they had Josh, do you think they could win?
I think they're pretty even, or at least only slightly worse if they have Josh.
Well, you were losers in the game, and you're going to be losing this prediction because Ascent are going to win. So we'll see you in the loser interview when we interview the losers of the predictions.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not coming to that one.
Yeah, I'll be showing up right on time to rub it in.
Let's be honest, it's not like you've got anything else to do because you're here anyway.
I'm here to promote esports.
Yeah.
And that is true.
Any questions,
TF2 as an esport.
I've got I've got loads of questions. There's just so many coming to mind right now that I'm going to have to take just another minute to really just, sort them out in order of priority, which should be answered first. And, because we do have, a very little time left in this interview. I'm looking at the clock. You're only 19 minutes left. I'm not quite sure. Give me a second. I can check.
Could you please convert that to
18 minutes and 10 seconds.
What's that in the East Coast of America?
I think it's the same.
Yeah,
minus 5 hours.
Oh no, I mean in time total.
Lots.
What about the West Coast?
Even more.
Minus 8 hours.
Okay. What about Central America though? What's the time there?
Minus 6 hours.
Yeah, but what's the actual time?
We don't care about the third world.
It's like 1:42 in the afternoon.
What about Korea?
I don't know. Isn't it like 10 hours ahead of us?
What a joke. Anyway, so question: 2 pyros, yes or no?
If it's, we played against it on Badlands on the last point, and it means that you can't push top right or top left from the pusher's perspective.
Oh,
because you just get pushed into a corner. And it was not very fun.
So if you tried not going top right,
we did try that, and then we won the game.
Amazing counter.
Yeah.
I don't really care about 2 pyros.
I've got some I've got quick fire TF2 questions now.
Oh, is it trivia or like
you have to? No, it could be trivia, could be anything. So, are you ready? Okay. How many ETF2L medals do I have?
None.
That's wrong.
Don't care.
That's also wrong.
At least one.
Let me put that as a cross on both of these. This isn't very quick. What's your favorite cosmetic?
Gibbous.
That's wrong as well. Best map.
Product.
What
Sunshine.
map was made by a high-tier gamer that played for TCM?
Would that be Gully
Person?
Wash?
I was thinking Gully Wash.
Because it was made by wasn't it Arnold or something? I can't
Wrong
remember his name.
person. The other TCM player.
Process.
That's incredibly wrong. You are a youngin, aren't you?
What's the map?
It's got to be Gully though.
No, it's obscure. Bite me.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
I thought it was a
Idiot.
map in the pool. Why are you asking questions about this?
What do you
Talking
mean
about nobody cares about obscure
TCM
anymore.
doesn't exist. Yeah, but that's
It is
this the-
obscure, exactly.
We're going to
is
turn this
quite
interview into a history
fire.
lesson of ETF2L and TF2.
This is the whole point of the quickfire. What is the name of the sniper's hairless hat?
So, let's quickly
Sydney
check.
Dome.
Idiot.
What is it? Go on.
All these
The
trader
Ritz
names.
hair fixture.
Ah, is that
What
your
was-
favourite then?
Yes, it is. What was the first class update?
Medic.
Oh, this guy knows. What was going to be a primary weapon for a scout in the beta but was removed?
Minigun.
No,
Medigun.
I don't know.
the nail gun.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, no, it wasn't probably. What was what's finish this map name? Fast.
Lane.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice one,
wow.
Kermo. It's pro lane now though.
Kermo.
What was one of the first changes made to CP Granary?
The first changes made to CP Gunner, wouldn't that be the
Opening up.
yard, the middle?
The what?
Didn't they open up the little bit to ramp room from yard?
Yeah.
No, they removed the grates, the gates that were blocking me.
Oh shit! Yes.
Oh.
I mean, yes.
Yes,
Dude, that's
I mean,
super
I
long ago,
didn't.
I can't even
forgot
remember.
about those.
you guys aren't very good at this. How many rockets did the soldier used to have in his clip?
3,
8,
2,
6.
2. Is it 2?
I said clip.
Clip.
Yeah, that's like in reserve.
No.
Sorry, in
Okay.
reserve.
Yeah, come
The
on.
SF-16 in reserve.
Are you sure?
16 or 15.
Are you
Or
still
even
sure?
wasn't
Which
it?
one
Or wasn't it 40 at one point? Something stupidly high. Or was
higher,
that them?
higher,
50?
lower?
I don't know. 40 something.
48, I think. I don't even know. I know it's like around about that. I think it's 48. Was it something like less? Anyway, I'm right. I'm running out of stuff.
Favorite-
What update brought out the changes to the engineer when he was able to pick up his dispenser?
Good times.
The good times update.
Is it?
What was the name of the update which first introduced hats?
Hat.
No.
Who cares?
The viewers cares.
Oh
Look, we've
boy.
got 1,000 people sitting at home taking
I'm
their
offended,
time
yeah.
out of this.
I can't remember that.
It was called
So
the
much shit has happened
classless
in this
update.
game.
It's language.
Sorry, this is a
Jesus
Christian stream.
Was it just in the Uber update?
It was the classless update. That's what
Can't
it
be a
was.
Christian stream war. It's
What
blaspheming.
What map came with the classless update?
Bad water.
Viaduct. Idiots.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I love that map.
With the heavy update.
I didn't play the game at that point. I don't.
I did.
Ooh, I played it.
I played it on Xbox at launch, and then not. I didn't play it again for another 4 years. Yeah, I played it
No.
with the orange box. Those
Yeah,
were.
so you need to know
different
these
days.
things. What community map? Actually, I'll tell you what staple Highlander map came in a heavy update, the first heavy update.
Upward.
Jesus Christ, how old are you?
Is it upward?
Oh, you said staple Highlander map. It can only be bad water upward. Or...
Yeah, it's bad
Very much.
water. That's
Uh,
right.
You can
And
tell he doesn't play
what,
Highlander.
What niche game mode update came with the same one?
Niche.
Payload race.
Niche, yeah, PLR, I think.
No, niche.
Whoa, is it Saxon Hale?
Is it
No.
the
Medieval
Adventurous.
mode?
No. It's
Indonesia.
gotta be. Is it Hydro thing? Whatever that's
No.
called.
No,
PC?
that's
No, that was launch.
Ultra
Is
niche.
it launch?
Talking ultra niche. Probably
There's-
only 2 players play this game mode.
Past time.
Arena.
No. Arena, yeah.
Oh god.
I love
Arena.
Arena.
Arena was the thing. back in the
Yeah.
day.
It's so
I
good.
I legitimately used to play with someone when he first started playing TF2 for about for the first year of him playing TF2. He only thought that there was an arena game mode. He didn't know there was anything else outside arena.
Really would be cool.
Arena's so nice. Yeah.
I'd
That'd
play it over
No.
playing against Se7en.
Now
Yeah.
Wolfma China will then start, putting arena in the next cup.
When
Yeah.
was
Free
Gravel
pirate.
Pit introduced?
Anything to get rid of Snakewater, you know.
Is your question, or is it just a general question?
Gravel
That was
Pit's an
just an
OG
actual one.
map. G-Pit's an OG map.
I miss Gravel Pit. I really want that back.
Really?
You guys-
Sour time.
No.
Do you guys want it back?
G-Pit is just like
It's
you
just
get
trash.
rolled on B and you lose C straight away.
Yeah, that's if you're bad, but if you're a seasoned good gamer, you can you get a plethora of good strategy to throw out, don't you think?
I remember watching Bite on Gravel Pit. He used to like just jump onto a sign and hide with a sticky trap over one of the entrances, like 2 entrance
That's a classic.
when
What
TF2 was skilled.
update? In the first War Classes update, who was it between and who won?
It was
Was it
I
not the
remember
demo
this.
soldier one?
Yeah.
Who won?
The soldier
Soldier.
got the gunboats.
See, yeah. I'm,
Phew.
I'm clutching at straws here. I'm desperately trying to find some sort of trivia.
Perhaps you should ask our opinion on the whitelist.
What's your opinion on the whitelist?
Go on, Graham. What's your opinion on the whitelist?
The Essentials whitelist?
Yeah, I was about to say the Essentials or the ETF12 whitelist, the global whitelist.
Both.
I guess you mean the global then. I mean, the Essentials one was okay, but Machina was allowed, so I don't think that's very
Mac
fair.
Yes.
A lot of
Yeah.
people didn't seem to actually know it was allowed. Like, and
Yeah.
not many people actually used it.
Yeah, like
I know
when we played
Mookie
our
used it a
game.
bit yesterday.
Yeah, when we played our game yesterday, everyone in chat was saying that it was banned, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did as well, not knowing at the time there was a custom whitelist.
Yeah, unlucky. The general whitelist is nice though. I think just as long as a lot of things are allowed, it's pretty decent. I think they need to ban Pyro though.
Altogether.
Altogether, yes. Until it's not
And why?
incredibly...
Because of the air blast or the DPS it does now? Or...
I think dying in an instant through teammates as medic is not very fun.
Yeah, scout class is in the game. Gotta ban Pyro though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's way stronger than Scout. So.
I believe you need to
Yeah,
ban Scout.
I could see why your team lost, Crayon.
Yeah, unlucky.
I think you need to ban Scout. I think
Well,
that's
my team was a mixed team and yours was a main roster.
Yikes.
Unlucky.
No, we were missing our main medic.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We had to get Menti. Times were rough.
That is rough actually.
Yeah, same to be honest. What has been your favorite TF2 update, and why was it the Meet Your Match update?
That's a mistake.
The
best one-
Your match.
The best update was whenever they introduced the man versus machine game mode.
Yes.
That was the best update.
Meet Your Match was the worst thing I've seen ever to happen to the game. Aside from when they got rid of community servers and put Valve
Who's your
servers in.
that was
favorite
bad.
Twitch streamer that lives in Barnsley, specifically in my house, and
But
is
this-
male?
Does my uncle
Oh,
live
he's
in your
male?
house?
Oh.
I don't think my uncle streams, but he could live in your house.
I wish he did. That'd be fucking nice.
Having
Language, please.
just
Sorry,
uncle
sorry.
living in the cupboard.
My uncle legit lives in Barnsley.
That explains your heritage and why you are the way you are.
Well, I'm not from Yorkshire. He's from Durham. Just lives there, you know.
Oh, I see. What is your favorite thing about Banny?
his charm and wit.
Yeah, I like his good
Twitter.
looks.
I get lost in his eyes.
Yeah.
And when
If you had to take Twitch John out for dinner, where would you take him?
Like a very romantic French restaurant.
Twitch John, is he still alive?
Yeah, he's the one that
seen him.
organised. Well, pretty much helped get this going.
Well, my idea of a fancy date is a Burger King. So
you can make it fancy, you know. It doesn't matter where or when it is. You always can make it fancy just by you being there.
Yeah, exactly. This guy knows.
It's an important thing.
Have been told by Henny in the Discord that we will be going to music again pretty soon, I think.
Oh,
so
no.
For the people in chat complaining about the interview, it'll all be over soon.
What about? Do you guys have any stories that will exactly use up 6 minutes?
6 minutes?
Yeah.
Not really.
Do you want to?
I have some land drunk squad stories, but they're too personal. I think. I think I'll leave them.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this man, let's call him George. George sort of spent his entire life just being a really, really big fan of like heavy machinery. He had an uncle that had a farm, and his uncle once took him out in a tractor, and he was absolutely amazed by this tractor, the machinery, how it was able to tear up the ground and produce crops and everything. And he spent his whole life just being fascinated by them, and he really loved them. Anyway, so throughout his life, he sort of became quite an avid collector of model tractors, anything tractor related. He just absolutely loved it all. Anyway, so he sort of, as he went through his life, he met someone he fell in love with, got married, and she was very, very cool on his tractor love. She wouldn't mind if he dressed up as a farmer, and they role played a bit, and she pretended to be the tractor, and he would take her out for a ride and everything. But ironically, one day, they were in a car. They were going to a motorway to a lovely party with friends. There was a truck in front that was transporting tractors, and unfortunately, the back had came off and wasn't secure properly, and the cargo went out, slammed into their car, and she died. Well, she didn't die then, but she became mortally wounded. And in the hospital, he held her by her hand, and she said, "Don't blame the tractors, honey. It could have happened with anything." But he was torn. He was so sad. He couldn't look at tractors anymore. He threw out all his tractor collection, all the little toys, all his posters. He got rid of all of it. He couldn't take it anymore. After a while, he got over it, and he started meeting someone. He found a girl. He took out for dinner one night to this lovely restaurant. And problem is, it was a smoking restaurant, which was a bit unusual for starters. And this lady, she had really bad asthma. She was choking. She was coughing quite heavily. Because of all this smoke. She was asthmatic. It was causing her such discomfort, and the smoke was just getting more and more. It was just filling the entire room. She was choking. And this man, he steps up and just takes a huge deep breath, an absolutely powerful inhaling breath. And it was just taking all of this smoke into his body. And he went outside and he just let it all out, and all the smoke just disappeared into the night. And when he came back, this woman that he met just looks at him and says, how could you do all this? Just looked at her and just said, "I'm an ex-tractor fan."
That's nice.
So, guys, only 2 minutes left
I'm
until
here
the
all
next
night,
game is going to
guys.
be going live. We're going to be having a Se7en versus Ascent, the grand final of this Essentials.TF Cup. It's going to be excellent. Just, hang in there. Hopefully, we'll get some new casters in, maybe someone replace War. Maybe we'll have a really hype grand final. It'll definitely not be full of more jokes like that. It's going to be excellent. Just please stick around, please.
I'm just glad that you acknowledged that it was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke that I actually sat around and listened to it for that whole time.
It was good, though. It was good. He's an extractor fan.
Well, you know what? Can we get let's get a poll going in chat. Give us a yes or a no for if it was a good joke. Give us a yes. If it was not even a real joke, give us just a no.
How do you start a poll?
No, everyone just gives the vote yay and the vote no.
No, wait.
Whatever it is.
Press 1 if the joke was amazing.
Vote yes and vote.
There's a lot of yeses.
I see 1, 2 yeses. Someone who's indecisive, they're giving a yes and a no.
Look, see 1. Press
1 and
if you
2.
like
Yeah,
joke.
that's
see, look,
easier.
That's everyone's loving it. Everybody
I
loves
need
that
to give a quick 2 in chat there.
Your opinion does not matter. You're biased because you had to hear it in high quality. I'm not quite sure when the game's going to start because we've now hit the time, the 9 o'clock. Look at these spammers. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to put this chat into.
It's just mod abuse.
Can we ban them?
Yeah, let's put it maybe some emote only mode. That's a very
Graham,
good one.
why are you still here?
Well, we were never told to leave.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
stronger
can
than
hang
Hildreth.
around if you want. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Tricast, get some more people in this.
Yeah, sure.
Hildreth is a weak mind. If he wasn't able to stomach that beautiful, heart-wrenching story, it had everything. I felt it had a beautiful coming-of-age story, and then just plummeting down into sadness, and then we're just lifted back up in our high spirits as our George, who only named once, turned his life around. So I don't know if we have can I get an update, please?
Still got Thalash, Amsdrak, and Draymond on the old server here.
I think they haven't left.
Yep. Cade is timed out from that server.
I mean, I'm playing some DM right now. I have my scoreboard's broken. That's not the correct KD. So, Kermit, who do you think's going to win?
Probably Se7en.
I'm going to go with Ascent because I'm a man that is right all the time.
Okay, and guest caster Creon, who do you think is going to win out of Se7en and Ascent?
Well, as I've expressed earlier, I think Se7en are going to win because they're probably a better team unless they choke.
And I won't go there.
Well,
go where?
It was going to be a crude joke.
Would it have been funnier than your Extractor fan joke?
Of course not. That was a masterpiece. That was a masterpiece. And look, we've dropped viewers, or we did drop viewers a bit because I wasn't telling the joke.
Quick start another one.
When the joke was at its highest point, its cliffhanger ending, that's when everybody was tuning in. I'm like, this is amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Anyway,
I'm seeing an STV in the Discord here.
I'm connected to this. I'm ready and waiting. Yeah, it is. Get out.
Thank you for having me as a guest.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening to my joke.
It's okay. Shout out to all my fans. Goodbye.
I'm not a fan.
I'm
an Extractor fan. What is that audible gasp for?
I'm liking the map that they've got here.
Oh, the old
Jules Midair V2. Yeah.
The was it called Taurus?
Taurus,
I think it was. Yeah.
Except there's just a whole map dedicated to it. How many arenas have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh man, I missed this map. This was the OG MG tryhard map. This was. This brings back memories. It was the when this map first came out, and there was Elo. It was MG. Michael Adams had made his own little MGE group, an exclusive club for the best MGers at that point. I don't know if it was
MGE
called
Michael,
that,
one
though.
of the best players, possibly of all time in this game.
These games are now 4 minutes late. This was 4 minutes extra interview and or joke telling time that we could have had.
If only we had some way of knowing what was going on.
Yeah, I'm quite hungry as well. At least it was better than yesterday. I was starving yesterday, but I got a Texas barbecue pizza from Domino's. It was delicious.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
I am going to Google here awful jokes and see if there's anything that's at all funny. Did you hear about the two guys that stole a calendar?
No.
They each got 6 months. Haha. Wow, these are just not even at all close to really being jokes. Yep, closed.
A man walked into his house and was delighted when he discovered that someone had stolen all his lamps.
Oh, delighted. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I forget that when I say the number between 5 and 7, I do get made fun of. Forgot about that. That's a classic. Here's another joke. What did one lawyer say to the other lawyer? We are both lawyers. That's a shout out to Zesty McLime for that joke. Very good.
I saw
we
a sign.
Actually have most of the players on here as well.
I saw a sign that said "Watch for children," and I thought that sounds like a fair trade.
Depends if it's a Rolex or worse.
I guess it's also who's getting the watch, because I definitely wouldn't trade my watch for children. It could just be a watch
for the children.
Well, if it's like I get a child, if I give them a watch, I am not taking that trade. I would take a watch if I had children. But yeah, that's not likely.
Changing map now, so no more turrets. Where are we going? Ooh, Gully Wash is the first map, apparently.
Ooh, that's going to be a sense map. 100%.
Could be. But I think it's going to be a close game. I've said this every game. I think I've said so far it's going to be a close game, and it's ended up being a roll in one way or the other. But here I'm thinking it's going to be 2 or 3-1 to 7.
I think the first map's going to go to Ascent.
And what do you think the scoreline will be?
2-1.
So you think 2-1 to Ascent, and I'm saying 2-1 to 7.
That's how it's going to go down. 100%.
We'll find out soon enough.
Couldn't be sooner.
Yeah, knowing Prem players, they are not going to get on the server for a long time.
So I think the problem is we used all of our discussion about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's we didn't really. It's almost as if nobody planned this at all. So can the chat build a ladder? That'd be pretty entertaining to waste some time. If the chat could build a ladder, that'd be cool.
I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to check Discord here. We've actually got no updates other than that it's changed. We've got 11 players on right now. Let's see who is missing.
Oh, chat's building a ladder. It's looking pretty good. It's a bit wonky though, so it's not really a ladder, so never mind. Oh, Permzilla with the pink ladder. I like that. Oh, and I like your blue one. That's
Yep, that's
nice.
a very good one.
Somebody's cussing me out. That's a ban. But yeah, we have some gamers entering the server in the dozens. Se7en going for the turtle 7 avatars. Is the turtle a meme or something? I don't know.
What the turtle mount from World of Warcraft. For a while, it was literally the only thing about the game that Captain knew, and he would just constantly talk and mumble about his turtle mount. And now it's just become, the Se7en avatar.
I see. So he's
There's some knowledge. No, he does not.
Oh.
He hates it.
Oh, I see.
Hence, he only knew the one thing, the turtle mount. There was a lot of people in Mumble played it. I think Thalash did, Drac did, at least that are on the server.
Have you
Kidder,
played
he
any
played
MMOs?
Nope. I think I tried World of Warcraft for one evening, hated it, and never played it again.
I played Final Fantasy 14. It's not bad. But yeah, I don't know. You have to sink a lot of time into it. Not a fan. I'm a fan of Team Fortress 2, which is the game that we're going to be playing. What we've been watching. Se7en. They are all on the server. Ascent just need one remaining gamer, and we shall be going.
Eskimo sitting in spec as soon as he's here. We should be good.
Just waiting on that gamer. I was about to ask predictions again, but we've already done this.
Yep, we have done that. Yep. What I'm really hoping for, because in the game so far, there's not really been any big hype moments. There's not been any nutty headshots, no big air shots. I'm hoping for something good. At least something one huge air shot from someone here.
Something clip
worthy,
TV worthy. Yeah, that's it. Everybody in chat is putting actually a very, very solid point. War jokes, 1,200 viewers. Grand final stars, 850 viewers. I'm available, everyone. If you want someone to host your tournament, if you want someone to tell you a joke in private, if you want someone to show you a good time, just transfer the funds to my PayPal. I'll do anything for you. Anyway,
we have 6 players in each team.
Yep. That's
Ombrag saying he hates the Lash and Dams, and Eskimo why this server has low FPS.
There is a lot of spam in the chat, in game that is. Not very professional, but we're going to get cracking soon, I can tell.
We've got some very, very nice chat binds here. Got one Glastry saying second place on the podium is the minimum for us. Don't know how old the bind that is. Captain's changed his name from Mr. Steak to Mr. Steak Captain. That's very good. Very useful.
Very kind of him to think about the viewers at home.
Just so they know exactly who Mr. Steak is. In case they maybe mix them up for Mr. Beef.
Yep.
Hope someone's left the server.
It was Eskimo.
Eskimo, yeah.
Again, Irish potato joke, PC.
Yeah.
Everyone in chat can probably put them together to make a conclusion themselves. I expect Credu to go big, so that's why I think Ascent are going to win. And funds.
AMS has been going pretty big in every map though so far.
What? Not against the high tier gamers though.
I think he has. At least relatively
Not
big. Captain's very consistent. Drac is always this consistent. Cadis pretty consistent.
Oh, how much money did you give to their fundraiser, eh? Huh?
0.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
Zero
like
to anyone.
It sounds like you funded all of it. The way you've
got me. I'm actually a shill for Se7en. They actually paid me to keep giving them shout outs and plugs.
Right, good.
Keep just so that people will buy the Se7en merch available on whatever. I don't know if it's their web. Do they have a? Yeah, they are. I don't actually know where any of this is available, but they have merch. Ascent have a fundraiser as well. Get them to that's Ascent NA to get them to rewind too. Support your favorite teams.
Yeah.
And Chris is now left, so we're back to 11 players on this server.
That's because I don't know. But anyway, so the real question is this a tournament or a tournament?
At this point, I'm not sure. This has been a very long. That's quarter past. That's been a long, pretty much an hour at this point.
Yeah.
Someone in chat saying that. Well, he said it a few times. War sounds like Sideshow.
Yeah, so that's highly offensive.
Yeah, Sideshow, like, you know,
he's achieved something.
Yeah, he's gone. He's moved on.
I'll fire off your burn. You took some time. Yeah. Look, you got to be quicker with this. If you're gonna be spitting fire, you gotta be fast. I'm good at that because I was spent most of my life being bullied. So
someone has just said that both you and Sideshow are from Birmingham.
Nope.
As far as I'm aware, neither of you are. But that's what's been said in the chat.
Well, guess it's true.
Yeah, I've been called Irish a lot of times in this stream as well so far.
Yeah.
Can confirm I'm not from Ireland.
Oh,
finally, one team is ready. Oh, that pyro weapons.
The Dragon Fury.
Yeah, that's always.
Is that allowed?
Elikur's got it right now. Along with his extinguisher.
That's gonna be.
The weapon's kind of. It's very good in some situations. Like, it can do a lot of damage, but the air blast penalty on it is absolutely insane.
I don't think it
time
matters,
between air blasts is ridiculous.
But if you kill everybody before they even see you, it's not gonna matter so much.
Deals plus 300% damage to burning players. That sounds good.
That sounds balanced. I hope we get to see it.
Basically 2 shots a demo.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Oh, hello.
Here we go.
We're ready. This is it. This is it, everyone. The grand final has started for the $600 bills. It's going to be Ascent versus Se7en in the final game of this evening. We're going to be, I think it's a best of 3 as well. So this could go all the way. Some people would disagree, but I've got Ascent to win it. Anyway, it's going to be the first mid. There's going to be Elikur is going to be going up for the top left. A big bomb from Captain. So found his way through the elbow of Ascent. Chris does get taken out at the start. Drek is going to be sitting drop down, but Captain with the long con sitting in the elbow has okay, never mind. They've been wiped. They're going to win though.
Trying to at least take a 1v1.
They're going to win.
Well, Captain's already on last with Raymond. They don't even have Uber and he's in on last. It's looking like they're just going straight for the point. Yep, Captain getting straight on the point, taken out though.
Yep, so a good
Uber popped out.
Maybe. Ams is on the point, and so is Thalash, so it's going to be the first round going the way of Se7en. Not the start that they would have wanted. Maybe gone a little bit rattled, but the first mid very well played, I felt, from Captain, because he just sort of jumped
just kind of sat behind
and stayed. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, no one went back to clear him up. He just got the free frag and Elikur basically.
Yeah, so he's going to be the second mid, as both Daremen taking the opposing rollouts, and it looks like though Captain this time around does get plucked out of the sky, but Drak sitting in drop down does take out Umbrak, so it's going to be without a medic for Ascent. Going to have to maybe go for a play onto Raymond, but he's tucked in between both of his scouts and their Dareman, so he doesn't look like he's going to get pressured anytime soon. We've got Funds and Elikur and Credu are going to be the remaining players alive, looking to maybe go for a play together, but they cut them losses and just leave. Yeah.
There was no way they could get forward into Raymond at all. There was a nice mid, like Drak just kind of went drop down but waited, and then as soon as Captain bombed in, like 4 people turned to look at him. Drak just walked out, dropped down and killed Umbrak straight away. Really easy frag for him. This time it looks like a bit more of a setup on last for Ascent. They've been given the time. They've got a ninja up here. They've got a pyro.
Yeah,
Does he have a good...
Elicor's got stickers on the point, and he's in sneaky as well.
Not so sure about this.
Yeah, the Uber's been popped in the top left, so it's going to be, I think it was Ams leading the charge. Everybody on 7. They haven't really done much with the Uber. They do take out the heavy with some good focus fire. There's going to be Drax sitting on the point now with the pain train, and there is no contest from anybody on Ascent. They are rattled with 2 rounds in 3 minutes. This is not looking good. Or, well, this is a fantastic start for 7, but not looking good for Ascent.
With Elikor playing underneath, all Drac needs to do is get like someone to either shoot a couple of the stickies from back of point, or he can do that himself with the pain, like then sit with his pain train and just cap the point like really quickly. And Elikor can barely do anything, so he'll get juggled.
Yeah,
here we go. The next mid.
Top left rollout, and Elikor takes out Thalash with a pipe almost immediately. Captain's being brought down incredibly low. It's just 7 HP on Big Door. Drax is going to be following out the same direction as well. Funds looks like he was going to go for a chase, but he's knocked down to 2 HP. And it looks like 7 are feeling confident enough to defend choke. Eskimo is going to go through with some focus fire. They do take out Captain straight away, and he receives an arrow, so he's going to be able to stay in and fight. But Captain's doing a good job of holding down choke with some stickies, and he does take out Elikor for this as well. But Eskimo's just being arrowed for days. I don't know if he's going to get out. He's going to attempt it. He does just about get out of this. So maybe a little bit too fast. Here. They look like they're going to be pushing through Big Door as well with the numbers advantage, and through choke is going to be Ams and Raymond. So that was a bit of a really good play from 7 there, just sort of faking a Big Door push and just getting the
Drac going down combo to Chris on the flank there. Chris just bombing into Big Door, getting the frag onto Drac. That's like completely opened the flank up, but they still go through choke. Am's going down to Funds behind the rock here. Funds maybe getting caught out.
Cadus is alone, so they don't have the Dareman presence, and it's going to be Eskimo is going to be following Captain. He does a really good rocket on him to stop him from getting out. That was actually sick. That was well played from Eskimo. He launches a rocket on the roof, so then Captain gets knocked off and can't escape. And it's going to be a last defense for 7 this time around. Ascent, though, they kind of fancy it. Funds is going to go through main. That seems a bit of a mistake, because Elikor also goes down by Shutter.
Yeah, this was getting really aggro. He went to 44, but got arrowed twice there by Raymond.
Credo also gets taken out going through Riverside, and Funds gets the exchange on that. But very, very aggressive from Ascent. Seems to be pointless, though. Fun. He's hanging about in. He's going to take a 1v3, and the prophecy rings true as he gets taken out. And yeah, so a bit of a pushback from Ascent, but it's not really working in their favour. They run a bit of a disadvantage, and Captain, he's been juggled into point, and he's going to be completely caught out of this. It wasn't as much commitment from his teammates, and that's what got him fragged.
And Ascent know that it's pretty much just only really going to be Drac at the Big Door, so he's just been completely pressured back here. Now in a 1v1 against Credo.
Big Door memes coming in hot. Credo, though, he's going to take the 1v1, knocks Drac down to 44 HP, so this is maybe an advantage, but he does have support with Thalash now. Credo does find himself behind. Drac is already prematurely spamming from Riverside. Ams does take out Chris. Credo is sitting on last now. He's trying to maybe buy some time, but it looks like his time's going to be up. Oh, he's got the Pretty Boys. Is the pocket pistol, I think is what it's called. He's going to take a 1v1 versus Thalash. And he loses it.
Captain had already done most of the damage there. And it looks like Chris went down as well. Probably tried to force a choke earlier.
Yeah, this is... It's slowed down, which is to Ascent's favour a little bit. They can now sort of control the pace of the game, or at least stop 7 from completely mowing them down. But this is going to be the part where they're going to have to come up with something big. Ams has gone spy.
Yeah, he's spy checking. He knows that Cred is on sniper, so he's going to counter snipe with his Machina here. Maybe see... Oh, I'd love to see a collateral kill here. It will not happen, but a man can hold.
It could happen. You could see a triple collat. You know, anything can happen in Team Fortress 2. Apart from this becoming an esport, and probably shots exchanged between both snipers.
Yeah, just some body shots onto each other. Another body shot from Ams onto a soldier. Eskimo at 50 HP.
Freddy's just going to be poking out through Big Door as well. Ams has got the high ground, knocks him down to 10 HP as he's sitting up above behind the point.
I'm feeling that we're probably going to have to settle in for the long haul here.
So right,
this might take a while.
Got a nice cup of milk and some cookies here, so I'm all set for the evening. I don't really. I wish I did. Maybe my fiance is watching and she can deliver it to me. I doubt it. Anyway, so Credu's going to be going a little bit more aggressive. Just takes another body shot from Ams as well. As Elikor is going to be spamming some stickies through choke. And Ams is now moved and he's mixing it up. He's gone to the low ground. What a bamboozle. Will they see this coming? Probably not.
One thing here is that Ams is, well, he's getting a bit more aggressive now, but like I feel that when they used to have Stark he'd probably just run in by now and sniper. Like, just go for the hero shot. Like, Dalash kind of does the same as well. He loves to just go for the huge hero shot.
I think it's it's worth it, and I feel like maybe Credu kind of has to do it at some point because it's just running down their own clock and lowering the chances of them coming back. But a headshot exchange as both players go through choke, and Drax also dies through
big door there. Yeah.
Big door.
Chris behind them in lobby as well.
Through big door, so he's going to be able to get a lot more room. But Cadus has been popped up, and he's had to force the Uber of Raymond. And Umbrak has also popped his Uber. Chris does get taken down in lobby. I don't know if Ascent feel like they could go in on this. Elikor is going to throw out some pipes. Funds is going to start ploughing in though, but he's been kind of caught high and dry by himself, and there's no backup for him. There's going to be some aggression from Drak on the big door as well. Elikor incredibly low, but hit with an arrow from Umbrak, but unfortunately it's not enough at the end of it. Oh my god, Credu blocks Thalash out of the sky. Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh my god, he's going to be on Raymond as well. Raymond does get the arrow off him, and that was just absolutely mental. Wow. He hits the hardest shot, but oh my days. Anyway, Chris is going to be on Raymond, so it's just going to be him chasing him down. Raymond's going to go for the sword. He does get a rocket off on him, but the next one does not connect. Rocket. That's 20 HP survives with. That's so close.
That was a bit nuts.
That fucking hell, that was insane. Those shots.
Straight from Credu back onto Raymond dodging. We've got the Uber actually coming in on main here. Fun's coming in, gets Raymond just before he had the Uber there. I think Dalash getting taken down as well by a pipe from Elik. Got Ams on sniper here, questionable. He's switched back to scout.
Yeah, Cadus is sitting on the back of the point. He's now going to start being pressured, and Drax with him as well. So that's going to be a round one. Finally, Ascent have brought it back to just a round behind Se7en after that disastrous 3 minutes at the start. It looks like they've found their footing, and hopefully they'll be able to take the game to them as we go to the fourth mid between these two teams. This is the first map of the best of three in the grand finals of the Essentials Monthly Cup, and I believe it was Funds that just arrived to mid and just took a rocket to the face. What a classic. And Eskimo's going to be jumping, going to be moving to the elbow. Drat's going to start going to the point, and Captain's going to be jumping up as well, trying to get onto Umbrak, who's just 30 HP, and the final rocket from Captain does connect, but he does pay for his life. Raymond sitting on good HP, and elbow is going to be, I believe that's Funds, who tries to get onto Arms and finish him off, but he was greeted with the meat. But some pipes being thrown out from Elikor. I believe one of them does connect onto Raymond as a splash damage, and he's not able to do anything against the three remaining 7 players.
That was really well played. Like, the focus fire from Se7en was absolutely insane there. At one point, though, when Eskimo was sort of sitting on the little awning thing, just going up to choke there, he beefed like 4 rockets, I think, on a row until Lasha was only at like 80 HP. It was like an easy 1 rocket kill, but maybe nerves getting the best of him there in grand finals. I think he's not played many high-stake matches before.
Scouts are OP though, and the Pyro being brought out for this time around does a lot of reflecting, but unfortunately does get taken out. There is a lot of the Ascent boys that are going to be sitting in spawn door. There is Chris, who's in water, and Elikor, he is actually in secret, and no one's gone to him or spotted him, so maybe this could be the long bait. It's just going to be him alive, so it's going to be him versus the world. But
it really does. Is if Elikor will always, even if he's playing under, he's the last person they want to frag. They frag everyone else. A demo on his own is pretty much like useless. He can maybe get 1 or 2 picks, but eventually he's going to have to reload picks, reload sticks, and they're just going to Se7en are just going to roll.
Yeah, so that is another round easily taken back for Se7en. as we go to mid number 5, and
Drax
Drax
super
does
fast.
roll out. Yep, he goes. Looks like he's just going to pop up through drop down, so nobody's going to be spotted this. Eloqua's got his back turned to him. He's just going to throw out some spam rockets, so he's not being aggressive. He's just making sure that Ascent know that he's there, so he maybe could just distract and grab some attention. Drac is incredibly low in the choke, though. Chris does get
Credo is on sniper here on Big Door. He's not actually seems to have hit anything yet.
Interesting. Drac now comes back into mid. He just pops up. Ooh, on Brack in his 25 HP as well, but he does get taken out, thankfully, by Eskimo at the last moment. If he'd been able to get a peek there, he'd be dead. There is going to be stickies planted on the main door. I don't know if there's any others. It doesn't look like there are.
I think it's just them. There's no forward sticks as well as I can see. Credo still obviously didn't die on mid there. He's still on sniper for the last. Ams is sitting in river here with his Machina, hoping someone will try and push top. Maybe get a nice body shot here. And he does beat that onto the soldier.
Yeah, there's I feel like maybe they think that Credo is going to be key if he's sniping, especially as he's gone massive anyway. And he seems to be pretty consistent. I think it might have been last season or the season before when he was sniping. I think it was
in the grand finals against Swift. I think last season you did pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kada's getting the melee kill.
Credo goes for an engineer, but isn't able to connect with a headshot. Runs straight forward into a sniper. No respect. But Credo's going to peek again. He's going to go for the hero shot. Ooh, Raymond was standing still, but
he's wanting to get it.
My pipe. He's going to. Oh, this is a bit awkward. He's ended up in Riverside, so maybe this is the classic bait. On Brax giving him an arrow. He's now peeking back out. He's going to throw out just
throw out the no scope.
Yep, just a cheeky one.
Ams on sniper now on top right as well. He might not
going for it again, trying to see if he can find
Raymond up on the pipe now.
That's
nice drop down.
That's pretty good. He's always changing his position to make it different every time Credo peaks. I don't know if sitting on the pipe is...
Credo's going main now though, as Raymond walks forward. Drax pretty weak in the low ground here.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for Ascent though, trying to just try and go in with just a sniper to try and get some picks. There's a lot of pressure on one player, so I don't know if they might fancy a trade or anything at some point.
Where is Credo off to now? Lower.
Still main, yeah.
Yeah.
Raven is sitting by shutter door now, so he's very, very safe. He does take out Ams though. He was expecting him Riverside, so he caught him not looking. So it might have opened up this last.
From Ascent. Yep, Funds is walking in. It's juggled by the sentry. Dash and the sentry going down to Chris, yeah.
So this is opening up a little bit more. There's going to be 2 gamers down, but Ams has respawned. He's going scout. Raymond 50 HP from some spam. And Credo gets caught out by Drac as he pops his head out through main and cleans him up.
And at this point, like Se7en, well, I think, yep, Ams spy checking. You know, Credo is still dead. This is like the sort of time where Se7en are just fine to just sit and just stalemate it out for as long as they need to.
Yep, and that's good for us at home.
Maybe we'll get to see some... Oh, Pyro from Credo, okay. Maybe? He's sitting in spawn. Oh, no, back to sniper.
I think he's just trying to bait out the sniper swap. Sorry, the spy check to make it think like he's playing Pyro. But you do not really. It's just a big bait. Ams has gone Pyro as well to just sort of keep this sentry nice and tucked up and healthy. With some spam coming in for the Riverside as both soldiers look to take out the sentry, but the reflex coming out.
Credo gets a hero shot into Raymond from River!
What the
fuck? Right through the pipes.
That was...
That's truly going to trigger the push from Ascent now.
I'm going to see... Oh my goodness. That was like through the gap of the pipe. That was insane. Oh my days. Anyway,
sentry
Uber comes in, sentry taken out. So there's still stickers on the point. Funds are going to be sitting onto it. Eskimo's going to be dropping down. The stickies, I don't think they were ever dead. It might have been a bait.
Yeah.
I think it was...
The sticks were at Funds' feet. I'm very sure if they were deaded like any earlier, he would have probably died.
I think it's like, one of those things
in front of him.
Where you kind of don't want to det straight away because someone else would just get onto it. So you kind of waiting for it to go above ×2. But yeah, it never happened. So it's going to be 3-2. Ascent are keeping themselves in it, and it's going to be Chris is going to go for a big boy bomb straight through big door, but he's going to be cleaned up by both Drak and Ampis, and Captain. He's found his way back through elbow. I think it's not been spotted. He pops Ombrak up in the air, waits for him to land before firing off the fire rocket, and that's another mid for Se7en. Have Ascent won a mid? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, well, they did when they had a sniper.
Yep. And the sniper was actually not even part of the mid, really. One thing there that was pretty big, Fun's been one of like the sort of key players for Ascent. Captain kept him distracted for the entirety of the mid, just sort of playing around their elbow on the little awning again. Thalash walking in lower in a 1v1 against Chris, just loses that. Chris is probably getting caught out in main. He gets out with the oh no, he cratered.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. There is a pyro for Ascent with funds. He's going to try and keep the sentry alive as long as possible, doing quite a good job, and he's keeping himself alive, which is important until the final moment when he catches a pipe from Cadus. But the rotations from the Ascent boys for the right side of spawn, Eskimo is going to try and jump out and try and do as much as he can. And Edicor, interestingly enough, is making his presence known on the point, and Cadus does finally fall after getting an air shot.
The lash hiding above main gets destroyed by Edicor there. I think a pipe and a sticky just to kill him. I think it's not 2009 anymore. Thalash, that hiding spot does not work.
So a good hold from Ascent, and a bit of a beefed of a push from Se7en maybe, but they're going to have a tasty advantage as they make their way through mid. However, in just actually it's dropping really fast as Raymond's now sitting on 85%. They're keeping this building regimented and always on point, as they're now going to have Uber, and they could possibly defend it, but they do lose Drak, so it's going to be a difficult task to do so. They're probably going to fancy defending second, definitely. Funds though, it looks like he wants to take the solo Uber. He does get popped in, and he does make Raymond use the Uber. Ombrak though, funds, and Ombrak does drop funds, and Cadus is going deep to get some stickers, a good set of pipes. So Ombrak gets taken down. I don't know where his rest of his team was whilst this was happening, but he was left high and dry there. But a bit of a mistake on dropping funds at the exit of that Uber, and Eskimo went all the way behind, grabbed the attention of two players.
Scout solo exchange, like, it should have been just an exchange, and they should have been getting out as soon as the Uber was starting to fade, but they just kind of overstayed their welcome and ended up just paying for it, and Cade is just absolutely farming.
Yeah, kind of, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the Scout Uber exchange. It's a bit risky.
Feel like being a soldier here. Got some stickies in this corner. No, Captain sees those. No sneaky traps for Edicor.
90% for Raymond, so going to get Uber pretty much just in a second. So it's now up and ready. Ombrak sitting on 70%. So they're going to be working on this minor advantage. The players all come through. The sentry's been finally destroyed, but the pyro remains alive. They're going to be rotating through spawn. So they come out for the right door. There is a heavy as well, but again, Cadus overextending on the right side does get cleaned up, and it looks like the rest of the Se7en players may very well follow as Captain tries to just stay behind the pillar to keep himself alive as long as possible.
You can see what they're doing with the Uber. They're trying to take the top right area, but they've got no answer for the heavy. The heavy's just sitting there. They can do like a little bit of chip damage to them, but they've already used the entire Uber to hem the team in on the right spawn, to kill the sentry, kill the pyro, and now Ascent are just bombing in with our full Uber advantage.
Yep, so it's gonna. Ooh, these are some crispy pipes, but unfortunately none of them connect onto the soldiers. It was very, very close on missing all of them, and there's going to be an Uber for Se7en. I'm not sure what Ascent are going to go for a play here. If they're going to try and maybe focus the back cap.
Chris is hiding an elbow here.
Where is Raymond?
He is at choke. He's walking through. Chris is here.
It's this bait, the pressure from big door, and then having your scout and your combo going through choke. It's really good.
I don't think that Cadus is going to be taking the Uber. He'll be taking all the heals, but it's just AMS and a soldier. And they didn't even need to use Uber to retake mid, so they have full Uber here. Ombrak still only in 70%. This looks like it might just be a old big last hold here for Ascent.
Yeah, there's not really been a whole lot of time for anyone to go off glasses, but they're going to get Uber in time anyway. Yeah, they do get Uber. Heavy. He's gone. They've gone for a poot. But this is a very difficult situation because you're playing against a team that is winning and they don't need to push last. So I expect that maybe Se7en would maybe favour to run down the clock.
Hitting a couple of body shots here, but no headshots quite yet. I'm probably expecting something soon. Again, flash. Oh, there we go. Headshot on the Drac. He's 18 HP. Does survive it.
Yeah, this is Se7en do not look like they want to push.
They might maybe send in a sack. Drac is getting a buff right now. Nope, he's just caught a rocket and a body shot.
Yeah, this is just going to be a very slow exchange because nobody from Se7en need to be aggressive, really.
Checking. Spun seems to think they have a spy. He's shooting every corner that he can with his pistol.
Yeah. I mean, Nams does go spy quite a bit, but again, I don't think they don't
going for a hero shot, I think, here.
I don't think they realise
on the balcony.
They don't need to do anything. Okay, he's going to have a peek. He's finally made his way. He's moved the stickies off. He's going to wait for the full charge to come through, but Captain spams the balcony in it, puts him off.
I think at this point, like, Se7en, like, if they'll probably maybe wait for Ascent to make a mistake and someone to feed in, then just counter sack, like if Chris were to die in a river there. Or if the scout died.
They've done this before a few seasons ago when they just sort of sit in sort of lobby. They have no reason to move forward.
Yeah.
They won't push because you're winning. And at the end of the day, it's going to force Ascent to have to do something to try and get the Uber popped from Raymond. So doing it with one player is going to be hard. They might have to do it with two. And if we're going for the
Talash, that's that.
It was the classic Se7en play where Drax sort of just spams, Talash plays a point and just tries to do what he can. But there is two picks.
Chris getting them in river. Both soldiers and Ombrak pushing up in river here. Captain might be able to get a force here.
Oh, Elikor dies, so that's a down man down, and Ombrak's going to be pushing up from the top. He's 39 HP from just spam alone, so this is probably going to be a cancel for
really
Ascent.
Nice from Captain there, basically just completely denying them the chance to push out. The Ash has come up on Sniper. He's got his Machina, he's ready in main, he's ready to see what he can get. Body shot onto Ombrak from main. That's a drop.
Yeah, with the Machina.
Very good weapon. And he gets a headshot onto Chris who was trying to push main there. The Ash is the Ash online, you know, hog champ.
Classic.
Hun's going down in river.
This is just going to be Ascent being picked apart with all these players just going down individually and a very, very well worked push from Se7en after getting that pick onto Ombrak. It's very, very unforgiving. One mistake and then that's it. You've lost a round and it's going to be 4-2. My prediction, blown out the water, but never mind. So it's going to be the 7th bid that we're going to go to now, and straight away, Fons just takes a sticky from Cadus from Big Door, and it's going to be a big boy bomb from Captain. This time around, is he completely nailed? Oh my god, you can see it's 2 frags. So Chris and Credu being taken out of this mid almost immediately.
Drag behind as well in river.
Yep. There is no respect. They just
taken out.
Played
Looks
so
like
aggressively.
Credu on Sniper to mid there, or is he just
Yeah, it went
Sniper.
No,
I guess I missed that.
He got absolutely
mulched.
taken.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. But
let's see if Se7en slow it down if they wait for Drac, and then it is even Ubers. Again, this is a situation they might just wait until either they get a pick or someone from Ascent makes a mistake.
Yeah, at this point it's even worse for them. They do go in with the Uber to try and get a force onto Raymond. He does finally pop, and Funds is going to carry on going behind us like he's trying to get out of Big Door. There is a lot of spam, but unfortunately he's baited Chris there, and they get 2 frags for that. So that Uber exchange going completely the wrong way that they were expecting. Elikor is going to try and get out from Big Door. Does succeed in doing so, but it's not looking good for Ascent. They are not in the position that they want to find themselves in, which
Chris
is holding their last.
Chris cloaking up in river. Going okay. Drac dies to the sentry there. Sticky trap even. Oh no, his spy play has been rumbled.
No, he's
going back.
his disguise has been foiled, and it's actually Se7en only need one more round. Raymond kind of in a bit of a precarious position as Elicor just throws out some pipes, and he, speaking of which, he does catch one from Cadis himself. Captain does die. They are going to be retaking the point, but is there any back cap positioning from any teams? No, there isn't. So Ascent are safe for the moment, but the Uber's been popped by Raymond and is being exchanged by Ombrak as well. Balash does take out Eskimo sitting on top of the points, and it's going to be pretty bad. Yep. And
that's game.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep. Essentials rules, I'm very sure. Win limit of 5 here. Drac sat in attic that entire time. I think he might have spammed down at someone, but no one paid any attention to him. He just jumped down river and just got straight onto the point, and that's all she wrote for map 1.
What do you feel about the win limit 5?
I'm not sure. I've not played, like, in pugs it's nice, but I've never actually played it in any more of a serious environment like this.
What about as a spectator?
Probably for the best. Because I think, I'm not sure if it's the exact same way with PugChamp, where it can be it's like if it's 4-4 and then goes to 5-4, there isn't a definitive winner at that point. It has to be like 10 is, it's like, you know, the 6-4.
Yeah.
Can't just stop at 5. It's nice. I don't really know what to think of it at the moment.
Do you feel like it would give teams like an incentive to push, like if they can sort of end the game quicker? You know,
I guess, yeah. Like, it does mean that, you know, like right there, and you know, 7 don't need to play up to getting 7-2 in the win difference 5. It's just up to 5, and that's the game over. Admittedly, that game did take almost the full 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I kind of.
I'd like to maybe see it for a season in ETF 12 or something, just to test it out.
Yeah,
maybe these exact just the win limit 5.
I feel like it. I don't know. I feel like it is actually good. I don't know. I don't know if Se7en was pushing, because there was so many situations where I was just thinking, 7's not gonna push, but then they did. So I don't know if that was spurred by the fact that they can like end the game.
Yeah, they can end it so much sooner. They don't need to get the full 5 round difference.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it could be good. It's interesting. I hope that this remains though, so it could be tested more. But we'll see. We're going to the next map, which is going to be Granary. So this is going to be quite interesting. Ascent currently down a map, with Se7en taking the first map in somewhat convincing fashion in some places, but some magic from Credu keeping Ascent in the game for as long as possible, with the nuttiest play of the year so far.
Yeah, I'd say so. That the last push from Se7en was really nice, with the last sniping, getting the drop onto Ombrak and then the headshot on Chris. That was not so much like just the snipe. Oh, we've changed. We're not going Granary. Apparently, we're going to Process.
No way, it was a body shot onto Ombrak.
Ombrak, yeah.
Main?
Yeah, the drop onto him.
It was Credu that got. Who was it that got the drop from? It was Credu.
That was Credu. He just all through the pipes. Raymond standing inside the dispenser, but it still gets headshot. And that was really sick.
Yeah, that was spicy. That is. That's so in just one map, he's Credu's come up with some of the fattest plays already that we could see for a while, to be honest. Those are some of the hugest plays that we'll see. But we're going to go to Process, which is a little bit more sniper friendly, so no doubt we'll see some more long range shooting men.
Possibly sniper mids as well.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I don't know, sniper mids against Se7en, very hard. They play it very well again. I mean,
I feel like this is a much more like open mid, though. It's a lot bigger than Gully Wash, where it takes, you have to really commit to get over to the sniper.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if he's at choke.
But I kind of feel, I don't know, we'll find out. But I don't think it's going to be that easy for them to run a sniper to mid. Especially as the fact that a soldier can just jump onto you so fast and so easily. But we'll see.
Yeah, they did. To be fair, they did try it on Gully Wash there, for at least the one mid where Credu went sniper. And
Logs, that's
surprisingly
a reminder. Yeah, Ascent only won 2 mids out of all of those. So the mids were shaky at best. I felt there wasn't really anything so convincing out of all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of feel like Captain and Drac were kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to really pick a man of the match, but I feel like those two as a duo are miles above others.
They just play off each other incredibly well at this point. Like, they just sync up. Like, as soon as, like, a lot of the time, it was mostly on the mids where they really shone, like, where Drac would sort of go behind unseen and hidden, and then Captain would bomb as a really just, like, look like he was feeding as just a distraction, and then Drac would just come in and mop up behind.
I also really liked how most soldiers, when they go through drop down, they instantly just sort of like go for whatever they can. Whereas Drac was sort of being patient. He was just
waiting
sort of
for his team to call him to go in.
Yeah, but he would also just spam, so they know that he's there, but he wouldn't do anything.
They need to commit someone really to watch for him coming in.
Yeah, he wouldn't do anything that would grab their attention straight away. It's just, you know, making sure that they just have him in the back of his mind and just wait for a moment to go for. So yeah, it was very, very good. I loved the 7 pushes on mid as well, where they had Cadus and going big door, and it would just attract all the spam so they could get through choke for free. That was something. It's nice to see these things.
Yeah, just because it looks like it's just like, it's sort of like a bait almost of a play where you would just expect the medic to be with the demo, but no, it's Cadus just pushing flank a lot, like pushing with the flank, while it was usually Ams and Captain with Raymond, and then Cadus just the flank demo for those pushes at least. It's quite cool to see that they've got like some sort of like different strats that they've been clearly trying out in scrims. What are your thoughts for this map? What do you think the score will be here?
Well, I was wrong on the first one, so I can only say for the realist at Se7en are probably going to win, maybe 3-1. But the young boy inside me that wants to be entertained and have a fantastic best of 3, I'm going to say 7. No, not 7. Ascent. Yeah. 5-1.
5-1.
It's not going to happen.
But that's what that's what your heart says. That's what your heart wants.
I just want whatever the viewers want, which is high quality Team Fortress 2.
Let's see. In chat, give us a 1 if you want Ascent to win. Let's see how many ones come pouring in. If any. Oh, I've got a 3 here. A 69, that's a good one from Dagger.
Yeah,
thanks,
your
Dagger.
map's awful, by the way, Dagger. Why did you butcher Granary? Sorry.
Got a good few amount of ones here. We've got a 2, a 22, 11. So 9s.
More 69.
Looks like a good amount of people want Ascent to win.
And it looks like a number of viewers are sexually frustrated. As both teams are all ready, well, they're all on the serve, and we should be kicking off any moment soon now, maybe. Ish.
Oh, we're seeing both Funds and Credo hitting a lot of shots here in the pre-game. Let's see if they can, carry it over into the actual game.
Yeah, win the pre-game. That's the best part. That's the important thing. You're gonna win the pre-game.
If you win the pre-game though, you're more than statistics show that you're actually more likely to lose the actual game.
What statistic is that?
The one that I just made up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I look forward to
as we
your,
know, 80%
your
of all statistics are made up. That classic.
I think you're actually more likely to win because it's like you've
got the mental, going into it. You've got that mental advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah, we crush you in the pre-game. We're gonna crush you. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose.
It's like this is the display of deathmatch, in the pre-game. just like the pure fragging ability. Not
no, Raymond's
not
really showing his off right
not.
now on last. This is some. Raymond's just going absolutely ham right now. Ooh, oh, he shot the ground. He shot. Oh wow. Raymond's going. He just. If you saw it, that he went big there. Didn't get air shot at all.
Excellent.
Yep. Who's Eskimo top scoring in our pre-game here?
That's good. That's good. That's what you need. These is just the moment you can farm your strangers, obviously, as well.
Yep. Very important to farm your strangers. Just so when you play public servers and people think you're really good because you get lots of kills.
That's
we're going live here.
Countdown. So this is the second map in the best of 3, possibly the last map of the evening, unless Ascent come up big with the grand final of the Essentials.TF
with a very late switch.
Oh, he's gone sniper to mid, so he's going to be arriving not on time, but he's going to be arriving kind of late. But this might work in their favour. We'll see, as both teams have finally arrived, and it's going to be. And wait, hold on, Ombrite died.
I did not even see that. Drac just must have bombed over and got him.
I don't think he bombed because I
think he went into the PC. He's now behind them. He's getting loads of damage. Where's Elliker? He's going down. Surely he's 2 HP. Yeah. So they trade Captain for Elliker. That seems worth. Chris is on scout here actually. He might be wanting to just run Credo as a perma sniper.
Yeah, that's a good. No, he's come back to soldier.
Yep, there we go.
Right, so that was the most awkward mid I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was a spam that killed Umbrak. I don't think.
Oh yeah. I don't think Drac fully committed.
Yeah.
He was in PC. He did end up in PC. So but we do have a full advantage here. Kado's coming in, shooting down the sentry.
And,
Heavy on the top though. He's gonna have to be focused down really quickly.
Yeah, he's not being focused. It should have happened by now. Kado's put a lot of stickies on the floor. Credit almost goes for it. The pain train. Ooh, that was so close. But there's going to be a lot of time, so the point's going to be kept hot. As we have the Master Goblin try and take out the medic and
bombing a heavy. That's
doing so.
It's not a great choice. No, Kado's actually, I think, could have got the heavy. He had the 4 sticks at his feet and just didn't det them. The stickies when the heavy landed on them. Could have been the det bug though.
Yeah, it's the delay in the damage time.
Ooh.
You know.
Elliker getting an air pipe onto Captain there.
Yeah, Captain sitting in peace. Sewers. He goes for the health pack, which is a brave journey. Raymond's going to have a nice advantage for this one. For a re-push. And actually, they're not going to going to go straight through. AMS is going to be leading the charge as Eskimo tries to get onto Raymond. Classic. And yep, this is actually really good for Se7en. They're going to keep on going. They're going to use that Uber advantage to the fullest. Not going to let Ascent set up. The sentry's going to get taken down almost immediately. Now they're going to make sure that they shoot the poop. Drax made his way through panic. Green Chris is going to jump over to help his medic. Keep the spam going. And Cadus is in a bit of an awkward situation, just sitting in front of the point. He does get taken out by Eskimo, and this looks like it's going to be a bit of a fail push. Maybe Se7en being a little bit too aggressive here, as Drac does get cleaned up behind.
I think this is just a repeat of Gully Wash where they don't really have any answer for the heavy. There was a lot of damage. The lash was on him. I guess he must have beefed a bit, unless he got arrowed. But Credo somehow, from half HP, did manage to win the 1v1 against the lash.
I don't know. There never really seemed to be any. I don't know. I wasn't convinced by what they were trying to do there, because if they wanted to kill the heavy, they should have done it ages ago. Anyway, whilst this is going on mid. Oh my god, Captain! Oh wow, and the that was dirty. That is a beautiful drop from Captain. Oh my goodness, what a minute! He hits those.
There, but...
He hits those.
It'd be nice to have 5 ping.
Yeah, and so that Uber advantage has just been completely swept away from Ascent. They almost have caught mid, so maybe they could go for a backup, but there's no players that are in position to do so. So Se7en are going to go and retake Spire, and it's going to be another last. The engineers come out straight away. There is no heavy for Credu. He's going to snipe first and probably swap over to heavy in a second. I'm going to take his point of view. He's now going to swap to the poo. He's going to maybe... No, he's going for Pyro. He's wielding the Scorch Shot, which is pretty good to destroy the stickies. But whilst that was going on, Drac gets 2 frags, takes out Ombrak and Elacor. So he did so much work.
Kada's with the pipes as well, getting 2 of them towards the end of the fight there. That was really nice.
Yeah,
the Lash is
nice
spy
push.
checking. Assuming it's Credo's scout now. Oh, I think
looks like
Credo playing mind games here. He was on sniper for most of the spawn time there, while the Lash will have been checking it. But they might expect the sniper to mid.
Oh, hello, Chris.
Straight there.
Yeah, Chris just sort of jumped onto him almost straight away. So that's going to be a down man advantage, and that's going to be an escape as Drac goes down as well. So Se7en are just going to hightail it out of there. Drac just throwing some spam, being a nice guy, but he's going to scuttle out, roll out, and Raymond's going to make his way out through 1 as well. So a very, very quick and aggressive reply for Ascent.
That's the one difference on mids. Like Se7en, as soon as they think they've lost the mid, they're disciplined enough to just get straight out.
Yeah. But it's going to be both soldiers spamming through lobby, so this is a pre-made play, I guess. And Eskimo, he gets launched, sent high into the sky, and gets taken out by AMS. So a forced attempt, I guess. Maybe it might hold the door for Credu to go sniper. He has AMS as sniping as well. This map's a little bit better for snipers as it's a lot more open. Is anybody going back? Doesn't look like it. So nope, no snipers for Ascent either.
They might try and do a sack and then maybe go for a sniper play.
Yeah.
Go for the 2-man sack maybe from a lobby.
Oh, he's got a really good view into lobby. It's not being pressured or spammed, so hello. He tries to go for the shot, but unfortunately he does. Oh my!
Click onto Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
He's pushing up here and roll out.
That's a crispy one, that is, and that's 3 players down for Ascent. So whatever they were trying to achieve, they've bodged that. Although Funds is moving quite aggressively, thinking he can maybe get an Uber pop. AMS is going to be sit and roll out. See if he can get anybody going from
soon.
top PC.
He's not really hiding. Oh, no, okay. Now he's starting to hide the sniper dot again. He's been called scout peek and roll out. Holding the door here, he might be able to get a peek. It's just a waiting game at this point.
Yeah, there isn't really much to work with. Ombrak is he's sitting in lobby, so maybe AMS can get a better position and peek into lobby. He's brought down to a little bit of health, but he picks Funds out, trying to escape through 1.
Now Funds could maybe go sniper.
Probably put say WTF in chat.
What the heck?
That. Yeah. Frick.
Where's AMS sniping now? Still just on 1. No off class again. Funds just staying sniper. Staying scout, sorry.
AMS is now
AMS away to spy check it though.
Yeah, I feel like they should really be going sniper or something for Ascent, or being a little bit... Thing is that sending in soldier sacks is going to be very difficult on process because it's so open. Another headshot coming out, so that's Chris going down. AMS is going very aggressive in 1. He surfs a rocket. Luckily, he does bait Elacor to sort of peek him a little bit, but he's not lucky to hit the shot.
Let's see if Chris decides. He tried to play spy earlier in one of the games. He might try it again. Nope. I'm very surprised. I'm not sure what Ascent are doing here. They're 1 round down. Yep, oh, wow. Eskimo bled there. Okay, so they're just bleeding players. They're not even getting anything close to a sack onto Raymond here.
They're just feeding.
Perfectly
they're
content to just feed 1 person over and over.
They're just padding stats for AMS, that's it. By the end of this game, we'll have like 30 kills. All of them will be sniper 1. And they'll all be on the soldiers as well.
This is essentially what happened yesterday. Se7en versus Lopander. AMS just sat on last. Every time they tried to like sack into him, he just would headshot someone and that would be it. Push like completely over for Lopander.
Yeah, I really don't know why they don't just swap out someone to go sniper.
There's Credu sniper now.
Is he?
Yep, and he's dead.
Oh, okay.
AMS with the big body shot from a lobby just over towards the stairs.
Well.
Oh, boiler play. I like this from AMS.
Failure is proof that you failed to try, as Drac goes for the counter sack and is not successful. I imagine Credu might just sort of go sniper again. It looks like he is. So we might see a better sniper v sniper joust.
We'll see if anyone decides to peek. Oh, okay, there goes Funds trying to peek one. I'm not sure why he surely heard. Cadis was putting stickies down. He must have been able to hear it. I'm not sure why he peeked it again. Okay, Credu's watching here. He is watching towards one. And he's dead. Am's getting a nice headshot across the point. I think Drac just got destroyed. Okay. Eskimo down as well.
Yeah, Ams is opening this up. He's opened up the second, so he could do a lot more. He's getting a lot of room, picking out through one, and there's going to be an Uber pop from Ascent and Se7en. Have also popped theirs off, but the advantage lies with Se7en, and they've got a few percentage more to work with. But Cadis kind of maybe overstaying as well. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure he just hit 3 direct pipes straight onto Funds and completely takes him out of the game. And Chris gets airshot and obliterated by Captain. Captain's going to keep on diving. He gets Elicor as well, and this is just absolutely being torn apart. It's Se7en that I put on the masterclass, an absolutely fantastic push out. Some good frags from Ams, and he's staying sniper. He wants to roll him.
Very strange decision during the Uber for Elicor to actually try to focus Ams out of the fight. Oh, he's charged up. He's got the shot.
Oh, wow. That's a...
Why did he miss? Yep, he's angry at that. Just pull out the SMG and just shoot a wall.
Yeah, don't need to take it out of the walls, to be honest. That wall's done nothing to you. And they're moving the sentry up as well. So, yep, Se7en. They're going for the siege play, you know.
I'm liking this. It's like the rando play with the sentry up on snake mid. Just going for the process second.
Just, yep, next target, take mid, put your sentry on there, and then you just keep on going to the aggressive sentry on last. And it's going to be Ascent. They're going to be pushing from... Ooh, that was so close. Ombrak just peeked his head out. Just trying to transition onto the ramp, and Ams almost got a shot off onto him. And we'll see. Oh, hello. It's going to be an instant pop-off for Ascent. It did have a minor advantage. Raymond hasn't been connecting with anyone, so he's sitting at 90% still, so he's going to get it in a few more seconds. Elicor has made his way into panic room. I don't know if he's been spotted. Drac is going to go... Sorry, Captain's going to go up there to sort of try and bully him out, and this push has not been successful as... they got no frags, I believe, and they got nothing. But there's going to be Se7en pushing out through one, and it's going to be Ams is going to be leading the charge. He swapped back onto Scout. There's going to be Sticky's place in front of the point, but I believe Cadis is spotted though, and there's no one from Ascent that could be in a position to get a force. So this is a good transition from these boys.
Drac's getting really aggro in PC here. He's looks ready to push. Oh, he's actually just getting rushed by one soldier. Both soldiers here.
The trades happen, so Chris and Eskimo teaming up to bust the flank. So he's going to stop and slow down and pretty much nullify the push from Se7en, as Ascent now have their Uber ready. And it looks like we might see it being popped soon, as Ombraki was holding on for it till the dying. Sorry, to the death. They do get the force off, and Ombrak's going to have to try and put a momentous effort on getting out of this alive, as Cadis is going to keep on pushing through choke, but Elicor is going to be putting up some resistance in choke, but they do lose Eskimo on the flank whilst that was going on. Chris also dies to Captain and PC.
Credu also bled just at the start of the fight, getting picked off by Captain and PC. Looks like they've not really got much positioning here in Ascent. I think the smart move just leave.
Yeah, they are backing out.
It's even over Eskimo did get forward spawn, Chris won't.
Yeah, the scout trades I don't feel like are working too well. Yeah. It's not as reliable as doing it with a soldier, but never mind. It's what they're comfortable with, and we're again in an equal situation.
I know, to see what they want to do, if they want to sack someone through, or if they want to just, you know, maybe just stalemate it for a couple of minutes, just to run the clock down and keep the 1-0 lead. Like, this is what we were saying earlier, we're saying like, oh, Se7en only won 1-0, but look how slow they're playing. Like, they have no problem with just taking their time and not making mistakes. Like, if it finishes 1-0, they'll be fine. Drac's bombing in.
That's a really nice bomb. He pops up Elicor into the sky, and Chris goes for the counter sack in exchange for it at the right time. But neither medics pop their Ubers, so they both hold on to it.
I think only Raymond took damage. I don't think Drac was actually able to connect anything on Tombrak there. See, is Drac going to hold the door for anyone? No.
I'd like to see a sniper though from Ascent, as Credit did do really well last game. Oh, hello, Eskimo goes. Oh wow, that was mulched.
Yeah. Jumping into 2 scouts is never really a great idea.
Drac
bombs round again.
Drac's trying again. Oh, this is actually.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Unfortunate. He misses all his rockets. He does a little 360 in frustration. And he's not able to connect finally. And I don't know if we'll see another counter-sack come through. Although Elikor is
really
in PC. Sorry, in sewers, just spamming some pipes onto mid. So it's just giving someone an opportunity. And Chris tries to grasp that opportunity and fails it. So once again, just some players exchanging and just feeding some logs. Raymond taking some extra rockets of damage though.
Well, it's like the Lash has been peeking PC really aggro's if he wants to try and maybe get behind, but at this point I feel Se7en just don't, they just aren't positioned like they want to push yet. They might just, if Ascent aren't going to push off of the pick when Drac just like sacks in, then Se7en can be pretty comfortable in just doing this over and over and over. And they seem to be fine dealing with counter sacks.
The pressure is on Ascent. OB sort of takes a dig at Se7en for not pushing. But what's the point if you're in the lead? It should
Chris
be on
goes
the
in,
losing
Raymond
side.
takes a lot of damage, surfs onto the pack, really nice strafe actually onto the pack. And are we sending a counter sack? Yep, here comes Captain.
Oh wow, I think he got air piped then.
Yep, I think Elikor piped one to the corner. Credo getting the kill.
It's yep, I really do feel like
if they do hold the door open to someone to go back and maybe play sniper, then they're not going to be able to deal with the counter sacks quite as well. So, or if Ascent choose to sack first, they're not going to be able to deal with it as well without a scout. So they'll be perfectly content just sacking in over and over.
Yeah,
Ascent really aggro.
Chris,
Oh my god!
He gets in, he gets the force off, so he goes in through PC. There's a lot of spam coming through choke as well, so Raymond does finally use the Zuba. This is what Ascent want, but this may not exactly work in their favor as Thalash does a lot of work and gets credit on the flank and almost managed to take out, I believe, Eskimo as well. Yeah. Knocked him down really low. But Ascent, they're not going to wait for the respawns, it looks like. They're just trying to go in already, which may not work that well. There are some stickies on Sewers doors, which Funds is now removing kindly. But he's been kind of left alone into mid. Oh wow, that was an amazing Uber save from Ombrak there. I don't know if it was worth it though, but he pops to save Funds. So maybe a bit of a bitch pop's not really what they needed, as Raymond's going to be on 80% and they may not be able to push onto second.
They needed like a soldier or two to bomb up top because there was no way that... Oh, Eskimo's going in for a bomb. Goes back out to Su. Elikor getting juggled.
Elikor being juggled. He's going to be wasting some of this Uber, so he's going to go down pretty quick, but the Ubers completely ran out for Se7en, and Eskimo was able to get a frag onto AMS, so they were able to salvage something out of the situation, but it's going to be very difficult. Chris is incredibly low through PC. Cade is going to be leading the way through choke. He's kind of overextended by himself a little bit. There isn't really much backup. They're all just arriving to mid now. Chris has now rejoined the fight. So we're going to have an extra body to maybe contest this, as Ombrak is now finally got Uber. Hopefully going to try and do something a little bit better with this Uber than last time.
Actually got both soldiers from Se7en hiding in the
Oh, Cadus out of position. Funds. Sorry, Credu got piped, and they do take out Cadus. I don't know if they're going to want to just carry on with this. It looks like they are. Credu on last, going to try and get onto Thalash, and there's,
they're coming back.
That's ruined it. I was looking
and they're both just going...
Look at these.
Drac still got his pain train as well.
This might be really bad. Eskimo's going to try and go in. The air shots coming through, but nothing connects. Oh, one finally. Captain, he's going to try and keep himself alive, but he does get cleaned up by Chris. But that's done so much Se7en now have a full Uber advantage. They've been pushed all the way back to their second, and they're going to lose Elikor as well. So this is just going to be a train that will not stop.
Pain Train from Drac is just such an incredible choice.
It used to be a classic. I remember Jukebox always used to run it every time. And it's actually really good because it makes you sort of think, is that a soldier behind you or is it a scout kind of thing? But anyway, there's going to be an Uber on the point.
No Uber even used.
Yep.
My word, they were just not ready for that at all.
The process last caps really, really quickly. So it's like no surprise that they just bully themselves in and just cap it straight away. But yeah, that was very, very well done from Se7en. They were given an inch and they took a mile, I believe the saying goes, if I remember it.
See that all road was down to the Drac there.
Yeah, the fluffed rollout from Elikor, so he's going to go through sewers. Maybe playing on the right side. Captain's going to go straight onto him. Did 2 rockets. He just needs a 3rd, but he tucks himself into the corner, so Elikor's able to keep himself alive. There is going to be a trade on some players with Ascent and Credit and Captain getting taken out. Drac does fall down as well, but Fonz also gets cleaned up. Eskimo unlucky to not kill Thalash, who's just sitting on 7 HP, but the cleanup is happening. And Elikor, he might. Oh, these pipes are so close. Just missing. Ams is already he's just
holding W.
What the hell?
He's already hit on Brack.
20 HP. No respect. Elikor does collect the frag onto him, but Thalash as well, just 31 HP. He's also going to go. Respawn's coming in though, could help Ascent retake this. As
they don't have heals here yet.
Yeah, they are bullying a lot of these players out, and they've retaken this mid. Their medic is spawning and is on his way though. His Ombrak did die a lot later, so we could see. Chris Hayes caught out in choke and is actually being taken down, and it's going to be Eskimo. It's going to be jumping onto Raymond as well, to maybe just try and force them out, retake middle. But yeah, the heals being in the advantage of Se7en. Helping them retake this, but they're still going to fight Ascent. They're still going to keep on going. Drac maybe going to be taken out by Eskimo as he spins around by the nipple on the right side. And
not sure what happened to Captain there, but he was just skyboxed and just cratered, I think, trying to go for the edge bug and couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, the very, very messy mid, but the Uber coming out straight away from Se7en. So this is a really good play. They go straight through lower. They're going to be able to defend second pretty comfortably, so a very, very good call from Se7en to defend that with their advantage. I don't think Ascent were really preparing for that because Umbrak was just sitting so far up, and the remaining Ascent players are just in their own PC performing some maintenance maybe, and they're gonna exit.
They did both soldiers. If they Kada's bombing in kind of stopped it, but it looked like they could have just bombed maybe both soldiers and just gone for some sort of sack onto Raymond. Stack the point, there's no everyone was alive. Guess I just want to make sure they can get through quick. They do have a 40 advantage as well here. The Lash going sewer. No one's really in PC for Se7en though. Drac's just kind of watching the entrance.
Yeah, it's now
just building the Uber and they're gonna go left side I think here, yeah.
I kind of feel like these gamers would have just been, well, Ascent have just kind of been read like a book in some situations.
Dying to the trap there of Elikor.
Yep, Elikor with a trap to take out Cadus is going to be quite difficult. Raymond does have the Uber bot, no doubt he wants to save it for pushing the last. Chris is sitting in top lobby, almost gets taken out. He just gets away with just about 20 HP. The Uber has been popped, but it's just going to be Captain, so...
Credo just kind of walked in from one in, shot Raymond for like 60 or 70 when he was already weak, so he just popped it. Captain getting the force in on one, that's a really...
is hiding as well, so he might favour going for a back cap. He is going to go for it now. I don't know if anybody from Se7en is going to be able to block it. It's going to be... Oh, Cadus is going to go in for it. He's going to actually try and block it, but it's not enough. Thalash does kill Chris on the back lines as well. Cadus takes out funds, but he does pay for his life. But there is some... They could actually turn this around completely. This is going to be a bit of a weird sandwich. It's a bit of a shitty one, that's for sure. And Credit's going to get taken down. Am's going to finish off Eskimo, and it's just Ombrak left alive. He's made his way to last comfortably.
Yeah.
There's going to be two
still a huge Uber ad.
Yeah.
Big Uber ad for Raymond. They'll probably try and do that same lobby push in and just go straight to the point. Especially because Elikor is only just spawning.
And it's going to be Raymond with a full Uber advantage onto this last push. Chris goes in to try and force it. He is successful, but he pays with his life. Balash on a 6-man kill streak at the moment. Credu going Pyro, just trying to thwart some of these projectiles back, and it's going to be Eskimo that's going to jump into the point, but they are so weak, they are so little, and they are so done for this round as it's 3-0 for Se7en.
That was a really nice play. Like, I think Captain just shooting the stickies, they all go flying off the point. Then he just focused Elikor, so he couldn't reset sticks on the point. So it was just free basically for Se7en to play on the point.
Yeah, it's the fourth mid. Ascent are going to have to do whatever they can to get back into this, and Elikor gets pressured very, very early by Drak, who's not successful in cleaning him up, but Funds goes back to chase him and kills him. And it's going to be Eskimo that's going to be jumping on the top right, gets piped by Cadus and Kratos for it. Funds has made his way through their sewers, so both of the scouts are going to be moving forward. They do take out Cadus, and they might actually just carry on with this, but maybe they got a bit too greedy to catch a lot of rockets from Captain, so it really slowed down that push. But Ascent do not have time on their side, so they're going to have to carry on going as soon as they can.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty hard for them if they want to try and draw up. I'm assuming we do have some form of golden cap situation planned. Oh, yeah, there must be a golden cap planned out, but I don't know what the rules are. Elikor just getting completely denied at choke there, and he's trying to peek, just juggled back by Captain.
Yeah, it's
They're all going PC here. If Drak peaks right now, he's dead.
Look at the scouts from Se7en though. They're both sitting on top of the point. Credu goes in and gets left high and dry. This Uber is a bit of a disaster. They haven't even forced Raymond. They've just done it now. And there's going to be so much of the Uber time to work with. Whilst this is happening, Ascent do get 2 frags on the flank, but it looks like quickly, although Raymond is able to dodge and keep himself alive, but Chris comes in at the dying moment to collect the frags. He's just going to be
in as well.
He's one of these, but he gets piped by Cadus, and he craters for it as well. Oof.
That was a very nice pipe.
Yeah, that saved it for him. That would have been able to give Ascent.
Umbrax on crits.
That's unusual. Probably the first time of the night as well.
I think just with the time they've got left, just has to.
3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining for Ascent. They're going to have to come up with all the goods for this time, and it's a good start as Credu takes out Drak in PC. He gives him the Lannister face. Oh, I love those. So we're going to have Ascent just trying to hopefully go through choke, but Cadus comes out of sewers, just 2 pipes Elikor. So that's going to completely change everything. It's 80%, 90% now for the crit streak, but they have no demo to work with. They have no projectile classes really, as Chris also gets taken out. What a bomb from
Chris! He picked up Captain and Raymond.
Oh, nice. He does get Raymond, so they could use this momentum to carry on forward. They're not really going to want to use this crits here. You're going to wait for the Doorman, hopefully, who's making his way as quickly as he can. They really want to try and take this without using. They still have time to get 3 rounds, but it's going to have to be one after the other, And it's going to be a miracle is going to need to happen. Crit's going to have to be the best that Elikor has ever come up with. He launches 1 stick. He does take out the sniper. The remaining players for Se7en just sitting in the panic room. Does take out Thalash, but Umbrak does get taken out. But there's no play being made onto the point. The pipes are being spewed out. No one's going for the point just yet either. There is a soldier now sitting onto it. Captain does pick him up as well. There's just 2 players remaining, and it's just Cadus left alive, so that is a round. This is going to have to be a mountainous effort from this.
Yeah, that was so well played from Chris. He just completely opened that up for them by getting Raymond and Captain in that bomb. Like, without that one play, that round probably just it'd still be going on completely on Chris.
I believe, is there still crits from Umbrak? There is. Now, Se7en are probably going to be completely aware that this is happening. They also have the opportunity to just sit on last if Ascent do get another quick round after this. I'm going to see Elikor on the left side just spamming out loads of stickers and pipes. They're probably going to have to try and make a move pretty soon because they need to go faster than this if they want to turn this around. Cadus is going to overextend over the point, and it's going to be Elikor that's going to be collecting the frag onto Drak as well. This Ams is going to be sitting on 1 HP, trying to get out as quickly as he can, and it's going to be Raymond and Thalash following him as well. Then you lose 1 player on the side of Ascent. They've got 1 minute 30 to get 2 rounds. This is going to be tricky. They're going to go straight to last by the looks of things, and they're going to have to do it. There are going to be spawns coming the way of
Flash checking the crits
of Se7en as well. And they're going to go in through 1. The crit sticky coming out. They do get arms with this, so it's a good start, but they do need a lot more. But the disconnected crits, I believe. And again, it's happened again. That was 2 moments, I believe. Oh dear. Raymond does catch a pipe, but it's just 1 minute remaining. And
that's
this might be the nail in the coffin.
think we're officially in garbage time. We do have Chris hiding and no, gets caught out.
I'm not 100% sure if the crit stickies would have hit Raymond, but
they were
there were
taken
2
off,
times, where the crits was taken off. So if it had been accurate, it would have been able to kill him. But never.
The first one definitely looked like it went like straight over Raymond's head. If it had been a crit, I think if it was dead over him, it would have killed him. But 30 seconds. It looks like a Se7en victory here.
Yeah, they might get a consolation round or anything, just some damage on the old logs, but it would be written that the team of 7 have won the Essentials.TF, the monthly cup #1, but I believe technically #2 because there was 0. Season 1 are your champions. They go home with the $600,000 as your champions.
This was the Team Fortress 2 Invitational.
Yes, sponsored by STNtrading.eu. They enhance your automated trading experience by offering extremely fast trading services for both TF2 and CSGO. And Demos.TF as well, and also Twitch.tv have made this tournament possible. So shout out to them. We also have the NA tournament, I believe, starting on the 11th of this month. So don't forget to tune in for that if you prefer some lower quality TF2. But yeah, it's 7 are your winners for this cup. I believe.
Let's have a quick look at the old logs here. Let's look at the KD. Thalash 23 for 5. Ams 23 for 8. Ams with a 9 for 2 on sniper there. The was just completely uncontested.
Yeah, I kind of feel like these stats are maybe minorly inflated with the fact that there was a good period of soldiers just feeding into 7 over and over again to try and get something, but
yeah, well, if you look at like Drac was doing the same, he went 10 for 25. He was just absolutely fine for just sacking in over and over. Eskimo 7 and 19, he was fine to just sack in again over until
I kind of felt maybe Ascent were lacking some sort of like inspiration on this one. They never really ran Credu as sniper as many times as I thought they would, especially on that moment where Ams was just sort of sitting on last, just picking off player after player after player. I kind of felt like that would have been a better opportunity to just keep on trying to just snipe and get something for his team, but they didn't. Apparently we're going to have interviews, so we've had a loser interview with Funds and Cadus at some point.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Soon. Stay tuned, everyone.
Depends on whenever they join.
Should be soon.
Anything else interesting in logs? Cadus top damage 12 and 11. Only about 150 damage between him and Elikur. No, less than that, sorry. 50 damage between Cadus and Elikur and their total damage. Like, it was pretty even on that for at least them. There's like 2k damage difference between the teams. That's not really all that much in the full 30-minute game.
Yeah. It's pretty expected considering how the game went. We've got some winners and losers that have entered into the channel. Winner. We have one winner, which is Cadus. Hello.
Hey.
How do you feel from winning?
Oh, I feel great. It was a nice tournament.
I have a big question here for Funds and Ombrak. When you guys were pushing last, I think it was mainly in the first round, Ams was just sniping and you guys would like bleed one person at a time. Why were you never at any point like sacking people in to get any sort of force instead of just like letting people get picked off?
I don't know, man. I think because it's easier to say things like that when you watch the game than when you play.
Oh,
When do you mean? Like right at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we were working on some sacks, but Ams was hitting some nutty headshots, you know?
Yeah.
Every time I peeked one, he seemed to just quickscope me, so...
He was sitting there for like the entirety of like that last hold,
yeah,
really.
Actually, there was one bit where what we tried to do is Eskimo tried to flank through rollout, and then me and Elacor would like push through one. So Eskimo did that. I ran through with my pistol and got Ams down to 6 HP, and then he just like headshot me. So
yeah, that was like super close as well. He was like really weak. I think the only reason he survived was the dispenser that had been put up next to him.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk to these losers. I want to talk to the winner, who's the winner of how much dollars? Euros? 600 euros? What are you going to do with the money?
Gonna repay the loans we took out for Rewind. It all goes to drag.
Pish posh. You need more like you're going to spend it on hookers when you go to Rewind.
We're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Thanks Essentials.TF.
Your tournament run was pretty standard, do you feel? Was there any moments where you were a little bit, oh, I might lose, or was it all pretty just another day in the office kind of thing?
There was the one map you guys didn't catch against Lego on Gran, where we just kind of threw for 20 minutes, and then our game ended up really close. But I think other than that one map, which was never a real concern because we always had like the second or third map to fall back to. Other than that, yeah, it was all right. Like, I feel like this grand final, like we played really good. We did a couple of like bad mistakes that cost us rounds, but I think even though it was sort of comfortable in the end, it was still sort of like, I don't know, it was quite intense in a way still because yeah, like we were just playing really good. It's not like it was like an easy game or anything, but we just had a lot of good stuff happening.
What do you think about the tournament and the rule set? What's your thoughts with the whitelist and the round 5 limit, win limit thingamajiggy?
Could take or leave the win limit. I don't really mind. Like, I've never really had too much to say on the rule set debates. I think all the different rule sets that are actually used are pretty decent. They all have their pros and cons. I mean, we just played this like it was a standard European game, and then when we got to 5, the game was over. But I think if we'd had some closer matches, it might have played into things a bit more.
Were you ever tempted to run 2 pyros?
No, we actually, like, I'd say 90% of our games, we just made a gentleman's rule to not have 2 pyros because I thought that was an absolutely ridiculous thing to try.
Not fair. We've got to show to Valve, you know? They're just going to carry on thinking, no, what we've made is fine. We need to see it be stupid for us to actually understand it. But yeah, I kind of, well, I thank you for not running 2 pyros because that would have just been the tilting point for everybody at home as well. Kermit, do you have any questions whilst I still trying to think of another one?
Did anyone actually run 2 pyros against either of you guys? Either team did they try and run like even offensively double pyro?
I think MKCat ran 2 pyros on last a couple of times, but apart from that, no teams.
Yeah, I think someone mentioned earlier that a team did that on Badlands. I think like you just couldn't push top right at all. If they just have 2 pyros sitting there, they can reflect literally everything.
I think we saw it a few times. We had a couple of teams who ran it like the sort of lower div teams that we didn't make the agreement with, but it was such a clusterfuck of a game by that point that it was just like part and parcel. So it didn't really play into things much.
Fair enough. Especially like when they had the Dragon's Fury unlock. I don't think anyone really used that at all.
So Se7en aren't playing an ETF12, but there's prize pool this time. Is there a chance that it might come back next season if there's a prize pool?
We're playing.
You are? I thought you were.
Oh, no, we played our
Suave. Those are the ones that aren't playing. Oh, I've looked like such a fool. Can we cut that out? I can't think so. That was what I literally spent 5 minutes thinking of.
Well, we will probably go through some kind of lineup change mid-season. Sort of like we're using it as just like match practice for Rewind. But after Rewind, our lineup probably changes. So we will do a lineup change midway through the season.
You're going to spill the beans on what the changes could be?
It will just be, it's sort of like the post-summer I-Series sort of shuffle. Like, there's no big LAN to look forward to for, like, no international LAN at least to look forward to. So a lot of people won't want to play, like, for the next 6 months. So I'm not, like, no one particularly has said I'm definitely not playing, but...
Captain's cut, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm gonna remove captain probably. Ams will play perma sniper, and we'll get 2 pyros.
It's written. This is start a trend that we didn't want to even start or try. But it's too late now.
Yeah, and to the Ascent guys, are you going to be going to the Copenhagen LAN that's coming?
It is unconfirmed as of yet, but entirely possible. That is all I will say.
We're trying to make it happen, but it could as well not happen.
At least there might be some good competition there.
Yeah, like we're trying to send a lineup there, but because it's again like quite a short notice, we won't be able to get like the full lineup. But we'll probably have a 7 team there. It'll probably be like whatever team we run in ETF2L will probably be the guys that can go to or want to go to Copenhagen.
So I don't have anything else to say. Do you, Kermit?
At this point, no.
I'm going to save everybody a repeat of my joke. Do you guys have any shout outs from the Ascent boys first?
Shout out to Ascent. Shout out to Raptor and Lucas for playing yesterday. I hope they forget there is money in the line, so I get my full share of it. And shout out to everyone involved in TFTV or Essentials making stuff like this happen. This is really good for the scene. And shout out to Babs, and that's it.
And Cadis, any shout outs you want to do?
What about Buttons? He's in Ascent.
Well, I thought Ombrag was going to be the full spokesperson. Sorry. Funds, do you have shout outs?
Yeah, individual ones.
Shout out to Ascent and Se7en. It was a fun tourney to finish that game with. Shout out to Harry and Hobnobs, and shout out to Low Bandit.
Cadis?
I'll actually shout out to Ascent, like the EU team. So far, they've been like a really fun team to play against, like to have like a sort of rivalry. It's like too early to say rivalry, but a sort of rivalry in Europe. It's been ages since there was like a team playing against us that we felt were actually like challenging to play and were also good sportsmen at the same time.
Oh,
so I think it's really it's good. I'm glad you guys are developing.
What he actually meant to say is your shit. Get on his level.
Exactly.
Keep that fire in your belly. Kermit.
You what?
Any shout outs?
I'll give a shout out to HP. Hopefully he'll stop being a degenerate one day. A shout out to Se7en if he's somehow here, and to the rest of the AIDS Brit Mumble. And finally, War, what are your shout outs?
Shout out to our sponsors, stntrading.eu, and I don't have the document open anymore, but go visit them anyway because they have supported the tournament with cash dollars, and demos.tf, who have also supported this tournament and are sponsors as well, along with twitch.tv and Twitch John, who have gotten us slapped onto the featured page of Twitch, bringing a lot of attention to a beautiful esport that is filled with a lot of professionalism. And obviously shout out to everybody behind Essentials who put in the probably incredibly hard work into what some would say is a dead game, but it might be dead, but it still lives in our hearts, which is important. And shout out to all the teams and all the players and everything. So I think we can put this to bed.
Can I say something more?
Yeah, we'll go on then.
Shout out to Onkaya for making this happen too.
Who cares? He didn't give us a countdown. And when he did it in the production. He didn't say it in text. It's like, what is this? You know, this is the future. You can use your words for your voice. Anyway, that is all from us tonight.
TF2 John in the chats, please.
John, yeah, TF2 John's in the chats because he's also done a lot for us over the years, and he's still going. For some reason, we're like an adopted child of his now. He actually doesn't want. But good night, everybody, and don't forget to go for the VODs and tell me what you thought of my joke. Good night.
Come closer. I need you to hear me now.